Kinnock.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. My Aberavon constituency is home to the UK's largest steelworks, employing around 4,000 men and women and sustaining thousands of more jobs through its supply chains. The steelworks is the beating heart of our local economy and community. And yet, for 10 years, successive Conservative governments have failed to recognise that the steel industry not only delivers prosperity, it also makes a vitally important contribution to our country's security and resilience. Because every military vehicle, every major infrastructure project, and every power station requires steel. Steel enables us to stand on our own 2 feet as a nation. Homegrown steel is also the only route to tackling climate change. It'll play a critical role in greening our economy, from electric cars to solar power to wind and tidal. And British production processes have half the carbon footprint of China's far less decarbonised steel industry. And shipping steel from the other side of the world is obviously more carbon intensive. Madam Deputy Speaker, this is why we on these benches are absolutely clear about our determination to keep all 19 UK steel safeguards. This is not in any way an argument against free and fair trade. It's an argument for free and fair trade, because the free without the fair is meaningless. You cannot have one without the other. Global overcapacity in 2019 was estimated to be 514 million tonnes, dwarfing the 10 million tonne UK market, largely driven by China, whose steel industry is 80% state-owned and deliberately overproduces and illegally dumps steel to damage Western economies. Indeed, only 2 out of the top 10 steel markets in the world currently have no tariffs or quotas in place. When a tidal wave is about to hit, it makes no sense to remove our flood defences. This entire process has been a shambles from start to finish. Firstly, too many powers were handed to the Trade Remedies Authority. Second, the TRA failed to undertake a responsible process. It failed to use accurate industry figures. It failed to engage properly with industry and trade unions, or to consider the interconnectedness of the industry and the impact that the removal of these 9 safeguards will have on the wider business models. This points to a wider fear that the Conservatives' independent trade policy actually has nothing to do with supporting UK business to flourish. In fact, it's all about removing safeguards, lowering standards so that the UK can more easily negotiate minor trade deals. Last week, the government sold out our farmers in desperation to get the UK-Australia deal across the line. Now they're looking to sell out our steel workers with the removal of these steel import safeguards. Tonight's vote is a big moment for the government. Indeed, it's a litmus test of their much heralded independent trade policy.